Hey there, this is the One Boom, and today I'm bringing you a quick video because at the time that you're watching this, I'm probably enjoying the Battlefield 5 beta, or fingers crossed, I hope I enjoy it. I don't know, I'm not able to see the future, but you guys can. If you guys want to see my live opinions of Battlefield 5, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to tweet all about my experiences with it, even if it's like maybe 5 tweets throughout the day. If you guys want to know how I feel about the beta, follow me there. Alright, so today I decided to boot up the video game equivalent of self-harm, Star Wars Battlefront 2, because I wanted to see if over the last couple of months DICE has done enough to it to make me want to come back and play it, and boy, they haven't. EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017 is one of the most shallow games I played when it came out on launch. It's now a little better with a less scummy loot system, challenges and things to grind for, a heads-up display that lets you know when you've unlocked something. It's just a real treat now. There's a couple more cosmetic options, that's literally it. The last content update for this game, where they added an actual map and some heroes, was for The Last Jedi, and I feel like that was February or March. Wasn't April. God, it might have also been was it December? I think it was December. Did they add something for the Solo movie? I think they added something for the Solo movie this spring or something. I don't know, this game has been so low on my priority list, I just forget it exists. I hated the story because it promises you that you get to play as the Empire, and then like a whole fucking 20 minutes into it you're already basically a rebel, and that was irritating to me because I wanted to play as the fucking Imperials. But graphically and presentation-wise, I guess it was cool. And that's really what the game is. It's a fun Star Wars romp that's very pretty to look at, and that's great. I had fun today when I played it, actually. I'll let you guys know that. I didn't play more than 4 matches because it felt exactly the same as it did at launch. A little bit smoother in some cases. Some things had clearly gotten buffed and nerfed, but I don't know. It was just weak. The whole time I was thinking, what a weak, shallow experience. This game doesn't even scratch like the surface of even basic Star Wars movie lore for its weapons. Like, there's like no variety in your weapons. The big game mode, the 40-player assault game mode, or conquest, whatever it's fucking called, all plays out the exact same, where you defend something, or attack something, or make sure they don't plant a bomb on something. And the combat is always, you're on this side of the map, and they funnel towards you, and there's no fun, responsive, tactile gunplay, and there's no actual combat variety like in Battlefield or in Call of Duty, and it just feels flat, unfinished, unpolished, shallow, empty. It feels like Battlefront 1 with some more things, but it's the same problem that Battlefront 1 had. Yeah, I can play as a battle droid now in their space combat, but it's the same problem. There's no reason for me to want to. Unless I'm in a Star Wars-y mood, this game is irrelevant to me. It provides nothing that I want from a first-person shooter, single-player-wise or multiplayer-wise. It's not a difficult, punishing competitive game. It's not a fun Twitch shooter. It's not a variety-filled sandbox shooter. It's just weird, arcadey garbage. Like, if it at least had half the progression of a Call of Duty game and like a fourth of the sandbox nature of Battlefield 4, it would be really cool. I really just want Battlefield 3, but with Star Wars. I didn't hate my time playing today. I didn't actually hate it. I just didn't love it. There was nothing there to keep me playing. There was nothing that engaging. It's just pretty, and it's kind of fun, but it's not like rewarding, it's not satisfying, it's not exciting. It's just like, oh, this is okay, you know, this isn't cancer. You know, it's not like playing PUBG on Xbox One. It's okay, this is playable, this is fun, okay, I'm done. One match of Battlefield 3 or 4 or Hardline or 1, Bad Company 2 has so much variety to it. There's so much of your agency required in those games. It's so important. And just like one match of that is worth the entire game of Battlefront 2. It's a really pretty wrapper over a really boring piece of candy. But this brings me to my next point. Because of how I felt about Star Wars Battlefront 1, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Battlefield 1, it makes it really hard for me to get hyped about Battlefield 5, even though every time I hear something about Battlefield 5, it excites me. The buddy revive system, the gunplay, the destruction, what they've done to the Frostbite engine, it just looks so fun. Every time I hear something about it, it's exciting. So many people have tried to ruin the enjoyment of Battlefield by making it about identity politics, a conversation that in reality would have to be so multi-leveled and complex that it's out of all of our depths, and yet we all seem to have some sort of opinion on it. The consensus amongst the average person is feminist ruining my video games, and that got ran with for a long time. And then it was flipped on the opposite side. The sexists don't like this video game because there's women in it. Such a complex, interesting topic being treated with such, I'm gonna win this one, no you're not gonna win this, I'm gonna win this one, over the internet consequenceless pissing contest. I mean, I'm more worried about how that's going to affect future generations than me being able to play as a female in a multiplayer online game. Like, how we talk about things and how we boil things down and categorize them and try to put everything in a little box. Feminists ruining my games, that's a box. Sexists don't like it because there's women in it, that's a box. And both boxes are equally full of shit. Hey, to the people that are scared of feminists, what feminists are you afraid of? The ones that were upset that Call of Duty Ghosts had women in it because they could be killed? The people that were upset that Call of Duty World War II has women in it for tokenism? Or is it the feminists that think that girls getting killed in video games is pretty much rape? And how is this game liberal SJW nonsense when it's literally about shooting people? It's literally about you in a virtual, immersive, realistic looking world using firearms to shoot other people. If that doesn't scream modern SJW liberal, it doesn't scream that. I'm not saying everything I just said there is correct. I'm saying that's the kind of thought process you have to have. It has to be multi-leveled. Complex problems have complex solutions and require complex conversations. And you see all this time I just wasted of yours talking about this thing that's out of my reach and out of all of ours, and all we can do is speculate. By the way, I disagree with how DICE acted and treated the customers. I understand why, but I don't like it. They have to look like they're standing strong by their product, but in that act, they also look like they're standing by an ideology that I really don't think they're really signing up for. But if you're scared about inaccuracies in history, I understand. Please go ahead and also complain to DICE that there is not even 2% women in the multiplayers of Battlefield, Bad Company 1, 2, Battlefield 3, 4, and Hardline, because that's a bit of an inaccuracy, and I don't want my children growing up in a world thinking women can't be police officers or soldiers. Fuck off. See, no one really cares about this shit. It's inconsequential arguing, and the more I go on, you're thinking, boom, get to the point. I'm making this the point. This is taking up unnecessary time where I could be talking about a video game you like, but oh wait, my political opinions. I'm gonna cram these down your throat even though you subscribed for gaming content. Yeah. If you don't see the point I'm trying to make by dragging this on, I'm sorry, you're not meant to. Anyway, all of my bullshit aside, I'd like to be excited for Battlefield 5, I'd like to hop aboard that hype train, but DICE has fucked me over so many times recently. I mean, 3 DICE releases in a row that I didn't like. How am I supposed to be excited about the next one? I said the same thing about Black Ops 3 and 4. It's hard for me to get excited about Black Ops 4 when Black Ops 3 is being buried alive in microtransactions and shitty half-assed free content, and things that don't make me excited for that game. So if I feel like you're treating your previous entry in the series like shit, why should I be excited about your next one? Because might you treat that one like shit as well? Either way, it was a shame to go back to Battlefront 2 and not be swept off my feet. I wasn't expecting to, my expectations were very low, but I just kind of went in, I never really got mad or anything, I just kind of shrugged. I was like, oh, it's this. It's still this. I'm glad it has an audience and people that enjoy it, but I'm just not going to be a part of that clique. I'm a giant Star Wars fan, but more than that, I'm a really big first-person shooter fan, and it doesn't meet me as a Star Wars fan as much as I'd like it to, and it doesn't meet me as a shooter at all. This video went everywhere, so let me summarize. Battlefront 2 still isn't really my thing, and that sucks, because that makes me a little less excited for Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 should be talked about as a video game, and if you want to talk about ideologies and political things, that's fine. But at least do it the courtesy of talking about it with some sort of advanced thought. I don't mean to sound pretentious, but just summarizing things and categorizing them is just lazy work on your part. And also, isn't it irritating when you subscribe to a gaming channel and you watch a gaming video and they go on and on about the politics of somebody being able to play as a female in a multiplayer game? By the way, my end-all be-all opinion on that is that multiplayer games are about community, not history or realism. Those come second to the community. Now, if in the war stories they try to fuck with things like D-Day or whatever with some sort of ideological leftist bullshit, I'll be very mad. That's my end-all opinion. But again, did you care? Probably not. And it's hard for me to get excited for any new game in a franchise when the previous entries in those franchises or the previous entries from those developers screwed you over more times than you'd like them to. I didn't like Battlefront 1 or Battlefield 1, and Battlefront 2 is a shallow piece of shit in my opinion, sorry. So how am I supposed to be excited for Battlefield 5? Black Ops 3 I think is a giant pile of missed potential. I think it needed, again, more patches than melee weapons, you know, yeah, I've said that 1,000 times. So it is hard for me to get excited about Black Ops 4. I can get excited for games like Kingdom Hearts 3 or Forza Horizon 4 because the previous games in those series don't bother me at all, and I really love them. That doesn't mean the new ones will be perfect, it just means I'm actually able to be excited because, hey, the track record's good so far. So let's hope that we all, no matter whether it's Kingdom Hearts or Battlefield or Forza or Call of Duty or Doom Eternal, whatever, any of these new awesome games releasing, I really do hope that we all find something that glues us to our TVs and monitors, our DSs, our Nintendo Switches, our Xboxes, our PlayStations, and when we want to talk the bigger stuff, the political stuff, the ideology stuff, I really hope that we do treat it with the respect it deserves. Those conversations are complex, and if you're not going to talk about them in a complex way, you're going to be wasting everyone's time, and to the wrong people, you're going to look a lot stupider than you need to. I know that from experience from having this channel, talking to friends, family members, and significant other. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Anyway, I hope you guys didn't mind this long-winded, messy-ass video. I hope you see the point I'm trying to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video for whatever goddamn reason. Leave a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter. I'm hyped for Battlefield 5. And I hope you guys are too. If you're not, what are you hyped for? If you stayed to this point in the video, give me the code whipped cream. Whipped cream will be how I know you made it through to this point. And that would be quite the feat. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you when I see you.